In less than 24 hours now, high school football teams across the state of Tennessee will kick off their 2020 season. Yes, after so much uncertainty, it's a go tomorrow. Fans can expect some changes, though. Our Mary Frances Hoots joins us in the studio with the guidelines. Mary Frances.
Well, Greg, high school football will definitely look a lot different this year, especially for fans. You're not going to have students jam-packed in one section of the stadium cheering on their teams anymore, because any school that plays under the TSSAA will be limited to 1/3 capacity with social distancing in place. Football stadiums won't look like this in 2020, or even really like this. The TSSAA is allowing contact sports to happen in Tennessee, but only if certain guidelines are followed.
1/3 capacity, and so we're going to see how tomorrow night goes with the social distancing and the mask guidelines.
The mask guideline is for anyone over the age of 2. You can also expect temperature checks at the gate.
This is so imperative that families and spectators and everybody follow this, because this was the only way that we could even have sports.
Families are allowed to sit together, but again, must be wearing masks.
These are guidelines that are mandated from the TSSAA for all member schools throughout the state.
It's up to the home team to enforce the guidelines. Ticket sales and cutting fans off from entering into the game are also up to the host school.
As of right now, there's no fines or penalties.
If rules aren't followed, they may consider consequences. Brad Jackson, the district athletic director, tells us a new quarantine rule for teams was put in place on Wednesday in the event of a COVID case.
The health department new guidelines that were sent out that if anybody tests positive during a game or an event, everybody that was in that game or event or even a practice is under a 14-day quarantine, even the coaches.
Concessions are all pre-packaged to limit people standing around hanging in line, and Jackson says all the guidelines are going to have a significant financial impact on these teams. But hey, at least high school football is back. All the kids can play, and of course we'll bring you all the scores, updates, and highlights tomorrow night at 11 o'clock. For now, live in the studio, Mary Frances Hoots, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.